Hi everyone. So I don't know how toxic your life is, but I figured out that mine was actually getting pretty toxic. So what do I mean by that? Because we're really focused on being healthy, right? Oops, I got cat hair everywhere. So I was just feeling really, really tired. And our lives can get pretty fast and a little furious. And all of a sudden, I just kind of crashed. So the first thing I thought about was detoxing my mind. I started to feel kind of sick and tired. I needed to rest. And so I wanted to detox my mind. For me, that means I don't have a problem with no gadgets. The problem is that I have a business that relies on gadgets, right? So I answer all my own Facebook questions and I get a ton of email, and I literally just disconnected from email. I had an assistant helping me with letting me know if the world was going to fall apart, if there was something I didn't answer. And I didn't do any live chats. I don't know if you noticed, but I was gone for a while. I went on a couple times just to answer, important questions from those of you who had things you just needed to know. And other than that, I just sort of disconnected. I unplugged. And it was really, really nice. I have to tell you, it was so needed. I spent time with my daughter, my husband, my mom. I avoided the mall altogether, with the exception of going and picking up my drinks. So, because I'm detoxing, that is my commitment. That's my New Year's resolution, is detox all the way around. So I've got my green drink with 1 beet in it. No apple, no sugar, except for the 1 beet, because beets are detoxifying. So that was my commitment to myself, and my resolution is to detox. So, but I'm so focused on food, and I've taken a lot of classes on other things in the environment that are toxic, and I know some about this, but I've been so focused on food for so long that I kind of got away from some of the other stuff. And, I used it as a good excuse, the fact that we do a lot of filming and we do a lot of other things, but it's not a good excuse. So I end up using a lot of products that are really not great for me. The hair products, the face products, stuff around our house. I, a long time ago, got rid of some of the really toxic things, but I've been focused on detoxing my mind, the food, things like that. But as I looked around, I'm like, I got rid of all my household products a long time ago, cleaning products that were toxic, and went to all natural stuff. But I really didn't want to think about I just chose to be blissfully in denial about things like my hairspray and makeup and, perfumes and things like this, because I'm like, well, I have to use a certain type of product because, I'm filming and it's camera stuff, whatever. We can all come up with all the excuses we want. And I love the expression, when you really want to do something, you'll find a way. And if you don't, you'll find an excuse. And that applies to me too. So my husband and I decided together that we were going to make this our mission. For this year, we are going to really commit to getting the poisons out of our life. We've done it with food. We've done it with, we really work on our toxic thinking, but we're going to get the rest of the poisons out of our life, because you absorb that stuff into your skin. And me, of all people, I have a history of, get rid of the BS. I like that. I totally agree. So I tend to get sick, and I get sick easily. And so I have a history of illness. So I want to really focus on this. So there's an app. I want you to think about this app. There's 2 of them really, actually. The Environmental Working Group has an app for household products, things in your life. I think it's called Skin Deep. And also there's another one called Think Dirty. Think Dirty is really great, but it doesn't have as many products as EWG.org does. So Environmental Working Group, or EWG.org, and Skin Deep. And you can actually scan. It's like I can think over 1 million products you can scan, and they actually have certified products that they certify, and they're rated on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being the least toxic, 10 being the most toxic. And as I went through and did this, scary enough, so a lot of the things in my house were a 5 or a 6. Okay, so they're not that bad. They're sort of right in the middle. The stuff I put on my body, like sunscreen, hairspray, shampoo, my face cream was a 10. Oh my God. So the sunscreen was a 10. Hairspray was a 9. I mean, this stuff is I'm spraying it. Coke. Okay, come on, Lorenzo. Coke is just poison anyways. So I realized, wow, no wonder I feel like garbage. I'm putting this stuff on my face. We've been on camera constantly. I've been traveling, so besides all the fumes in the airplanes and the time changes and stress, I'm putting all this stuff on constantly. The hairspray alone is, that's why my hair is in a baseball cap. I made a commitment to myself. The makeup I'm using is odd because I'm not used to it. I have a tiny bit on. I'm either going to go without it whenever I can, or I'm using this new completely organic #1 by EWG. It's all organic, non-toxic. It has no, petrolatum products. It's got no phthalates. It has no parabens. It's got no fragrances. It's awesome. But so yeah, you are what you eat, but you're also a big part of what you put on your body. So I went through, and it was the products I was actually putting on my body that were the most toxic, and that freaked me out. So I know not everybody can go through and just replace everything, but I want you to start thinking about this. And if you can just make a commitment, I'm going to start showing you some of the products I have found as we go. It's too much to do all at once because I literally spent like a good ton of time doing this. But what you can do, start scanning things that you have in your house. And as they run out, take a look, and you don't have to replace everything. I know that's expensive, and some of this stuff is pricier, but some of it's not. Okay, a lot of you are using really expensive cosmetics, MAC Cosmetics, Chanel, Lancome. Some of those are really, really toxic. They've got like those long wearing lipsticks have lead in them. A lot of them do. So we want to pay attention to that. So those are very expensive just because of the name. And some of these natural products are not. So as you run out and you replace them with things. Daniel calls it the kiss of death. He's like, stay away from me with that stuff. So I now have replaced some of those things with more natural things. I was blown away that they were so much less expensive than my high-priced filming products. So I'm starting to replace a lot of that stuff. And yeah, you have to learn how to use it. It's a little bit different than my really expensive stuff that just like goes on easy and stays on. Makes you wonder what they put in it that makes it do that. But I'm going to learn how to do it because I'm committed to it. So I don't want to feel crappy anymore. And that's what I figure. If it's got crap in it, it's making me feel crappy, right? So pardon my expression there, but that's just a fact. But things like sunscreen, hairspray, shampoo, and face cream are some of the most toxic things out. So pay attention. Get that app. You don't have to replace them all at once, but as they run out, look at some of the things. So cleaning products in your house and some of your cosmetics are probably the worst things. But they have replacements that are actually completely non-toxic, good for the environment, good for you. And that is why, let's see, constant daily battle, you have to be committed for. That's why we say it's a war. You're absolutely right, Chad. It's a war. We say you have to be a warrior. I love the warrior mentality. I love the warrior metaphor because warriors are committed. They're not halfway in. You have to be a warrior. So let's, it's not overwhelming. So, is it Paula or Paolo? I'm not sure if I'm saying your name right, but it can be overwhelming if you're not fully committed. Think about having a baby. That's overwhelming, okay? I was like freaked out about the idea of having a baby, but once you commit to being a mother, it's the most amazing thing on the planet. You just have to commit to it and let it evolve. You don't have to do it all at once, but joining groups like this, it's your tribe because you learn. I learned so much from you guys. I want to show you a product that I found. Oh my gosh. Someone on here told me about this and I wasn't ready to like pay attention at the time. It's a Ticino because I love the taste of coffee and I love the idea of coffee in the morning, but I don't want all the caffeine. So I have my coffee drinks in my book that are 1/4 calf. But if I want one in the afternoon, this stuff's made out of chicory root. It's all herbal. I know it's backwards because I'm on selfie mode, but it's all herbal and it's made out of chicory root. It's good for you. It's no caffeine and it freaking tastes amazing. So one of you told me about that. So I want you to, yeah, coconut oil is awesome. I want you guys to talk to each other. Tell me what you're using. I found a couple hairsprays. Giovanni makes a hairspray. And then there's another one. Organic Excellence makes a hairspray. I may look odd and weird and like a gorilla from now on because I have crazy hair that I normally put a ton of stuff on, to tame it. But oh well, that's what's going to happen. And then John Masters also makes some stuff. So for hair products. So I am going to start sharing what I find. Oh yeah, dandelion root for coffee too. Yeah, that's actually really good too. So start sharing what you find. I'm going to share what I find because detox is my big theme. So food, mind, body, household products, cosmetics. It's all going to be about detox, less about appearance and more about feeling amazing this next year. So Hope you guys have an amazing day. I'm going to go to one of my favorite places. I'm going to get packed and try to go to the range, not the golf range. I know I shouldn't say that on here, right? But we got to be who we are. Got to be authentic, right? So have a great day. Love you all. Share what you find with us, and we will share what we find with you. I'll probably join my husband later and do more about detox. Check out Beautiful on Raw. Okay, awesome. Also, Real Purity. Yeah, I've heard about that one. I'm going to check that out too. Real Purity. Okay, you guys have an amazing day. I'm going to try and go to my favorite place. Oh, Warrior Angels. Yes, I love your site, Debbie. Warrior Angels, check out Warrior Angels if you get a chance. She speaks my language. So very empowering for women. All right, guys, have a great day. Take care.